Hi, this is Natalie, and welcome to Art Buds, a podcast about making art in Ontario. Catherine's getting ready for a couple of shows this month, so we're going to jump straight into our feature interview. Our audio engineer, Peter, joined me to speak with Danny Fury. Danny will be a familiar face to some of you from Wyndham Arts, where he works. Wyndham Arts is Guelph's family-owned art supply store, or from his show Welcome to the Void, which was up last October in Wyndham's gallery space, or from drumming with Midswim, Claire Whitehead's experimental folk rock project. Danny uses art and music as a way to see clearly as he navigates through the haze, a way of seeing the sunlight through the darkness. We hope you enjoy our chat. Today we're speaking with Danny Fury, and we have guest hosting with us today our audio engineer, Peter. So Danny, how you doing?
I'm okay, yeah. I'm doing all right. How are you?
It's been a busy day for me. You're just coming off work?
Yeah, it's been a busy day at work, yeah, for sure.
You work at Wyndham Art Supply. What is a typical day like there for you?
Yeah, like picking online orders, dealing with customers that come in the store. Lots of people, lots of artists come in looking for specific supplies for specific things. It's fun, like, helping people through problems and stuff. But, yeah, it can be pretty, like, lots of running around and answering phones, too. It goes by. It goes by quick.
Yeah.
It's always busy there. So.
How long have you been there?
I want to say 6 years now, soon. 6 years this year.
Wow. It must be nice, too, because it's kind of a community hub for artists in Guelph. So
exactly.
You get to see a lot of people and socialize a bit, too, as well.
Exactly.
Expand your network.
Yeah. Expand my network. Just like making friends and meeting people is, yeah, I guess I never really thought of it like networking or anything, but.
Yeah. Sorry, I work in the corporate world, so those
no.
are the terms I use.
That makes sense. But yeah, just like meeting people who inspire me is really, really great. It's always amazing. Like, I never know who's going to walk in the door, and then we connect on Instagram and share each other's art and feel like I get really inspired that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your art journey? How did you come to be making art?
My art journey definitely, like, I'm a pandemic artist. So I haven't been in the visual arts for very long, except for when I was a kid. It was something I was really into when I was like a little kid, up until maybe 10 years old.
What happened?
I started playing music. I started playing drums around that time, and I just sort of shifted my focus to music fully. I guess I didn't really realize I could do both. Like, I'm just realizing that now, that I don't have to choose one or the other. So it's really both of the things fuel each other. But yeah, I've only been in visual arts since about the pandemic. And that's about the same time that I started working at Wyndham Art Supplies.
Is that sort of what got you back into it?
Yeah, I mean, I really got a lot of... working at the store has really given me a lot of creative fuel, for sure, and so much support and like, yeah, encouragement and support and inspiration from the whole arts community. Like, I just very quickly felt like I belonged. So I had a pretty tough go at music in the last 10 years, and a lot of...
What kind of music do you play?
I'm a drummer. As a drummer, I'm pretty good at jumping in and being adaptable and playing whatever is needed for the music. So,
are you actively playing in bands now, or a band, or multiple bands?
I'm playing with my friend Claire in her project Midswim. We've been playing around Guelph, and I'm working on my own music as well. It's in the works, but I'm recording an album. It's getting done.
What does that? So what does recording an album sound like for a drummer or look like for a drummer? Is it just drums, or do you have other people that you're sort of shepherding through the project with you? Or
I have collaborated a little bit on some songs, but I play everything on the album. I play all the instruments and all the vocals and everything. So that's why it's taking quite a while to even like just start up and learn guitar and for trying to get the ideas out of my head. So
right.
but I guess it's kind of like heavier music, post-punk, I suppose.
Do you have a home studio or like a
Yeah.
typical home studio, or not a?
It's like not much bigger than this. It's
Right.
in my bedroom. Yeah. Drums are in the corner of the room. The mixer is like Tascam mixer. It's pretty minimal. I don't.
You said your music influences your art and your art influences your music. Like, tell us more about how those things intertwine.
Yeah, I mean, when I find a creative spark, which is, I try to just write it, and then whether it's working on a painting, sometimes that inspires me to write a song, kind of like while I'm visualizing the art, it kind of creates music in my head, and then I literally feel like they kind of channel each other, and I directly am often working on two different things at once, like recording a song and working on a painting, and I'll go back and forth from my art studio to my music studio and back and forth in the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
sounds awesome.
Literally just
Like a form of
directly,
synesthesia.
yeah.
Where you're kind of experiencing both at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, music is essential to my painting work in general. Like, I'm never listening to no offense, I never listen to podcasts. I never listen to anything other than really quite driving music.
Who do you listen to when you're painting?
Kind of everything. Like, I'm all over the map, but usually it's got a bit of energy to it, a bit of a upbeat tempo and heavier music. But I listen to all kinds of music.
Any new bands you've discovered in the last 6 months that you can't stop listening to?
All the time. I've been really into Husker Du right now, actually, and
You've probably encountered Angine de Poitrine like
everyone's talking about them all the time. Yeah, I was listening to them a bunch last year, and listened to everything they had about a year ago when I was working on a big art show, and it's now everyone's talking about them. Who else? I could look at my phone and just like name off 1,000 bands, but things I usually go back to, I like 70s psychedelic hard rock and prog, and I'm constantly listening to I don't know if you heard Flower Travelin' Band, Japanese 70s.
They're on motorcycles in one of the album
Yeah,
covers.
that's the one. They're like naked on motorcycles.
Yeah.
It's they're incredible.
So I don't know if it's possible to it sounds like it's not possible to disentangle the painting from the music, but when it comes to visual arts, what's your main medium? Because when I looked at your Instagram page, for example, I know that there's some prints, there's some drawings.
Yeah.
I know you do a bit of painting.
I definitely wouldn't say I have a main medium.
So what inspires the choices that you make?
The concept and how to achieve the concept. I do like working with my iPad initially to conceptualize things, because it's really easy to do, and I can kind of make like a collage of photographic things and chop them up and paste them all together.
Do you work in Procreate, or like what's your...
Yeah, Procreate, yeah. And then but then I just finish that and I use that as a reference to try to blow up on a physical media of some kind. And I work a lot with collage and acrylic painting and pencil on top, color pencil, graphite, charcoal, like watercolors. I don't really care. Yeah, it's just more about like if I have an idea and I've dialed it in, like I just want to try to get it out of my head as effectively as possible.
Are there specific concepts or ideas that you're sort of grappling with and trying to express, like on an ongoing basis, or do you have a current theme that you're working through, or?
I'm not working on really anything at the moment. That's a good question. Specifically, well, okay, I did a whole series of paintings last year. I called it Welcome to the Void. It was, I didn't really think about it too much about what it was and what I was doing until I had a show. People interact with it. People came and talked to me about it. It was interesting, like how it kind of, everything did have a cohesion to it. I had about 14 paintings that were, like a world that I created. That in my head, it was a world that all tied in with itself. But it became so much more when other people interacted with it and put all this meaning behind it and what is this place. So yeah, it really made me think a whole lot more about what I was trying to convey. I still don't know, but
Was that the work that was black and red and white, and it almost looked like religious iconography in spots, and like it was that's what I'm seeing.
That's what you're seeing. Yeah, that's what you're seeing.
Or mythical or some occultist sort of iconography or something. That's what I was getting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people pick that kind of stuff up too. Yeah, I suppose.
Like if somebody had to ask you, or if somebody asked you what your art was about, which I guess is what I'm doing right now, what would you answer? Like, what is your art about?
It's for me, it's escapism, and it's like escapism to, well, that show. I suppose I if I was to interpret it as a viewer, I'm not taking any responsibility for this. It feels like, well, it's funny because I didn't really, everything was just kind of individual. And then when it all became like set up in this space, everything kind of had a parallel piece to it. And it felt like portals to this like kind of, I don't know, like dream like place. It was like kind of felt like somewhere between a dream and a nightmare. And I was kind of describing it to myself as like, yeah, like this twilight place. But it was like this place where like it's also it's like meditative, but also where your nightmares go and your dreams. I don't know if any of this makes any sense.
Like an in-between sort of liminal space.
Yeah. But like kind of like an astral plane type place. I mean, I'm pretty like vocal about my mental health issues and anxiety and bipolar disorder. So a lot of my art, I feel like, is very bipolar in like contrast to. Some of it is very often very like anxiety inducing. People have described, and a lot of it's very calm and serene. It's funny because people seem to gravitate toward both, and
It's a sort of an expression of your own interiority.
Yeah, exactly. Whether I'm intentionally doing that or not, it surprises me when it comes out that way.
I think you're not alone in being an artist who's sometimes surprised by what shows up on the canvas.
Yeah,
right?
I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it when I'm in a creative state, but then when I can finally look back at it, usually I'll make up, I'll work pretty furiously for like 6 hours and then stash it away in the basement and not look at it again for 6 months. And then when I dig it up again, I'll be like, whoa, that's cool. Like,
Your work has a lot of the aesthetic of like tattoo culture and drawings and so on. Where does that come from?
Yeah, I'm pretty inspired by tattoo culture and tattoo artists.
And
And
the limited palette as well seems to draw on that.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I know a lot of tattoo artists who use like really incredible color palettes, but I just get nervous when I add more than one other color. Even the red was a stretch. I was gonna do it all in black and white, and I kind of accidentally experimented with red, and I was like, oh, okay, there's colors. Color's cool. I like red. But every time I try to do something with more than one other color, I hate it.
Fair enough. Are you also a tattoo artist? Like,
I'm an aspiring tattoo artist. I'm really quite an inspiring tattoo artist. I do tattoo flash pages, and I've tattooed before, and I've tattooed myself a lot.
So, what's it like for you? Like, Guelph is a city, but it's also kind of feels like a small town. And you're working at the Wyndham Art Supply. Like, how is Guelph as a place to create for you?
I would say the visual arts community is very, very strong. As a musician, I've found it a lot more difficult.
in what way?
Well, yeah, spaces are not quite as easy to get to, and especially since the pandemic, it became very difficult to be a musician in Guelph since the pandemic, with a lot of venues like not even having PA systems anymore and putting it all on the band to rent all that stuff and set it up. And it's musicians in Guelph who are making music are working very, very hard and doing an amazing job at it. Yeah, I have so much respect for anyone making music in Guelph. It's forced musicians to be a lot more creative too, and with how to put on shows, and even talking about like whether alcohol and stuff is important because of how difficult it is to get a liquor license at your own, kind of DIY setup now for music. And it's just like a whole shift. But, so the visual arts community is, since I've been making art only for the last 7 years, I've been so supported.
Do you ever envision like showing your work alongside with performing your work?
Showing my art alongside performing music?
Performing music. Like, because you mentioned earlier that the album that you're working on, you're also painting. You said two things. You said, I'm not working on any visual stuff right now, but then you also said, while I'm making this record, I'm also painting.
That was, that was like more last year.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's the music's been a project I've been working on for a bunch of years. I'm really working on neither right now. My drive ebbs and flows, as probably everyone. I kind of envisioned like visuals, like kind of more like moving visuals along with a performance.
I think Omri from Omri from Otherwise, she has like a side gig where she actually does that sort of thing for bands. Yeah, she
Omri
like
does? Cool.
I don't really know how that works. She's got a computer and she makes the sort of like visuals. But I think also at Video, aren't there some folks there that do that as well?
Yeah, they've got Ed Video's got some amount of analog kind of synthesis for video, so it's fairly kind of standard geometric shapes, but you can combine them in ever complex ways. So they put that up as backgrounds, and it actually responds to the audio, and generates based on what's being played in the air. So it's kind of a cool option.
Yeah. I've been wanting to expand a bit more. I like, again, with media, with what medium I use, I feel like I don't like to settle on one thing or another. So
It's
Yeah,
good to
so
explore.
whatever the next thing is, yeah, could be more digital computer stuff, videos and stuff like that.
Cool.
Um,
What
yeah.
you mentioned that you're not currently working on anything is like, why is that? I like, I'm also not super actively making
Yeah,
art right now,
just
but
a just a lull,
Hmm,
bit of a lull. Yeah, I go up and down.
fair. Do you have anything like, what's next for you? Is there anything coming up where people are going to see your art out in the community, or?
Not really. Um, I'm gonna be part of a group show in Toronto in July. Toronto Affordable Arts.
Art fair or something?
Yeah, that's the one.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's at Beaver Hall. So I'll have 2 pieces up there.
Nice.
Um,
It's been a long winter.
It's been a long winter. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. It's hard. It's still hard to talk about because it only happened a month ago. But my dog, me and my partner's dog died, and
I'm sorry.
we've been so devastated, and it's been kind of, yeah, it feels like hard to do anything. Motivated, feeling motivated, just trying to chill and
Yeah, grief takes time.
grieving and just living, doing things slowly.
Last question. Who's your art bud?
Who's my art bud? Did you talk to my friend Matt Donaldson?
Not yet.
Oh,
but
not yet.
I actually, Catherine and I were both in the emerging artist mentorship program with
Yeah.
them last Christmas. So
Yeah, he's been like a huge art inspiration to me. Like I think he's been oil painting as long as I've known him. He's one of my oldest Guelph friends. For almost 20 years we've known each other, and I've always like just absolutely loved his oil paintings. And yeah, we like watching scary movies together and eating pizza and talking about art. So yeah, totally.
nice.
Matt-
He's got a show
Matt's
that's
my
just
art bud.
wrapping up at Necessary Arts.
Yeah. Check out Matt's work. He's amazing.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Danny, for joining us today, and we'll see you in the art community in Guelph.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Take care.